Ron DeSantis, governor of the state of Florida, of course, is out there on the campaign trail doing everything he can to try to save his failing and pathetic campaign. And one of the things he's doing to help his campaign, apparently, is ignoring the fact that Florida is going through an environmental crisis, an economic crisis, and of course, a public health crisis. We have multiple massive crises taking place right now in the state of Florida. We got leprosy, we got malaria, we got COVID resurgent on the health front. We've got insurers leaving the state of Florida. We have construction workers leaving the job because of his anti-immigration bill. Tourism industry is hemorrhaging staffers because of the anti-immigration bill. And of course, the environmental part of it. We have coral bleaching taking place right down in South Florida at the Florida Keys due to the exceedingly high temperatures of the waters off southern Florida. Since early July, the waters off of southern Florida have routinely been in the high 90s, occasionally breaching the 100-degree mark. And what happens is that all of the beautiful coral reefs down there in Florida, that, by the way, don't just serve the purpose of being pretty, they're a vital habitat to the wildlife down there. They are a vital part of the entire ecosystem. And because of that, they're also a vital part of the tourism industry in South Florida. And the corals are dying because when the water temperatures get too hot, what happens with the corals is that they expel the, what is it? I'm going to mispronounce this word, but is the zooxanthellae, which is the symbiotic algae that they rely on for most of their food. So they expel the algae because it's too hot. At that point, the coral begins to turn white, known as bleaching. If what is affecting the coral reverses itself in a rather quick manner, they will once again accept their algae back and they can go on to continue living. If the situation does not improve, the coral dies instead. And what we're seeing right now, according to scientists, is the coral's just dying because the conditions are not getting better. Now, obviously, Ron DeSantis is not responsible for the hot water temperatures off of southern Florida. Ron DeSantis cannot come back to Florida and cool the water down either. I'm not saying he has the ability to do any of that. But one thing I am saying, according to a report from HuffPost, is that Ron DeSantis hasn't said a damn word about it publicly. Not once. He hasn't said a single thing in recent weeks about the fact that a vital part of the environment and a vital part of the tourism industry in South Florida is literally dying before our eyes. Not a peep. He's not talking about the horrific economic problems in Florida. He's not talking about the horrific health problems in Florida. He's not addressing any of these crises. What he's doing instead is going out on Fox News and saying, I'll accept your debate, Gavin Newsom, because Florida's great and California is a hellhole. How can anyone in their right effing mind look at what has happened in the state of Florida in recent years and say, oh man, Florida's awesome. This is badass. No, ignore the leprosy, ignore the malaria, ignore all the COVID, ignore everybody leaving the state and we don't have any jobs, anybody to do the jobs. We got lots of jobs, nobody to do them. Other than that, you just have to worry about the heat killing you. Pretty awesome state you got here, Ron. I know that some of these issues you wouldn't be able to handle. You're not smart enough to handle any of them, but you've actually created a lot of these crises yourself. The health crises, you put Dr. Joseph Ladapo in charge of the Department of Health here. He's a moron. We've got plenty of positions in the health department, people that are supposed to immediately respond to crises. Those haven't even been filled. You're the one who signed the legislation that's driving away our migrant workers. So a lot of these problems are your fault. And the ones that aren't, you're just straight up pretending they don't even exist. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.